What's going on, everybody? I don't know why this feels hotter today than normal. Oh man, I needed that. It's really busy. We're having to work all weekend around here because we're going to Colorado next week and trying to make sure we get out all the pending orders before we leave, and also making like 25, 30 sets of pickups to take with us. And the parts didn't come in until Friday night, so we've been working all weekend. Today, I want to honestly, every once in a while, you're going to see me make one of these videos, and it's literally going to just be gratitude because, man, this is fun. This is so fun. Making these videos, doing what we do is just so fun. And along the way, especially on this channel, I woke up this morning. I don't know why I was thinking about this, but just how cool everybody is. If you're a jerk online, it's a choice, right? And I know that I try to say sometimes that you're probably not like that in real life, but the truth is, those people that are like that are probably really like that. They're probably the ones that don't treat servers very well. They're probably just people that I wouldn't be friends with. Um, and but let's face it, it's just such a small percentage, and you are all so awesome. And it's so cool having these conversations on this channel in this format. It's just, to be honest with you, it helps me. It fuels creativity for the other channel, for the big channel. And when we call out, these weird belief systems, or we take some sort of common trope that people use on the internet about guitar stuff, or pejorative terms that they call other guitar players, and we dive into it for 20 minutes on a daily basis like this in these conversation kind of formats. People will say, well, don't feed the trolls, you're concentrating on the negative. And I understand why people say that, but really it's not about them. It's not about them at all. Calling out bad behavior to me is about everybody else. And that's why I'm making this video this morning. It's all about you. You guys are awesome. You are the ones who are driving the entire, who should be driving the entire community and environment around guitar playing, and encouraging new guitar players to play. And so talking about this stuff every day has been really fun on this channel. Instead of just, we're not angry at trolls over here. I mean, I'm not angry about anything really. I don't get mad about stuff, but it's just not my nature. But there's no arguments. It's crazy. It's super cool. There's arguments, but when you argue a point, that's different than, like a troll style argument. You know what I'm talking about? These dives into manufacturing, into business, into pricing, into consumer behavior, into player behavior, why companies do what they do, why guitar players do what they do. These are conversations that I don't know that a lot of guitar, I wouldn't go so far as to say that, a lot of guitar channels don't have these conversations, because I think there are folks that do. So I don't want to say that I'm doing anything special. It's not that. But you guys are different in the respect that you fuel the rest of the comment section and everything in such a positive way, and then that bleeds over onto the other channel, and it changes everything. It makes the entire community better, at least mine. I'm not, we only reach so many people, so we are only a small part of the entire guitar playing community. So it's not, what I do is a very small part of that. I'm not saying that I'm changing the world or anything. But for those of you that it affects, and for the other folks who are silent in the comments, who may be new, and you are driving it in a positive way, it affects that, right? Like, no new guitar player is going to go to a comment section and see a bunch of junk going on and want to be a part of that, right? Like, it's super cool. Normally the internet, and I say internet, some people, a small percentage of people on the internet, um, they just want to argue, and that's what gets attention, and that's a decision to talk trash about somebody, a decision to say that inexpensive or inexperienced guitar players shouldn't have expensive guitars, you know um, to tell somebody that they suck, to tell somebody that they're not good enough, to all those things. That's a choice. You are choosing to say those things, and you are a jerk. That's all there is to it. Some of that stuff might be true. If you tell me I'm not a good guitar player, that's true. But you are still a jerk. And you are making the choice to do that. Now, I don't care, because I actually am very happy with where I am as a guitar player, because it's not my focus, right? Like, my focus is making you sound good. So if I'm going to spend 8 hours a day doing something, it's not going to be practicing. It's going to be making a better pickup, because that's where my focus is, right? So I don't really care. But when you do that to others, when you do that to others in comment sections, man, you're just a jerk. Fortunately, people like you are very uncommon, and so for the rest of us, most of you in these comment sections, you give everybody hope, to that everything is awesome, like the Lego movie. Sorry, I had kids when the Lego movie came out, so we say everything is awesome around here a lot. But there's constructive conversations going in the comment sections of a lot of these videos, and I watch it and I'm like, man, yeah, people disagree. They they question each other. They, without being idiots, they're like, the other day it was like, yeah, I'm an economics professor, and so this is what I can contribute. So they're from a different industry. Like, that's so fun, man. It's super cool. It just makes me feel like if we were all hanging out, at a restaurant, that we would all just be having this same conversation in person, and it would just be super cool. And, yeah, you would talk about the guitars that you own, and you would talk technical stuff for a second, right? But then you would go beyond that, and you'd talk about all kinds of stuff surrounding guitar and your other interests, and you would, you know what I mean? And we just become friends, and that's really, really cool. And I'm super grateful that most of you are really like that, and I absolutely love it. And I'm like, we're going to Denver next week, and everybody that we meet there is going to be because of YouTube in one way or another. And so it's going to be and it's going to be hundreds of people, and it's going to be people from all areas, all over the world. There's people coming from Europe. There's people coming from the UK. There's people, it's crazy. It's going to be awesome. And so and all that, I already have really good friendships that I'm going to see again, that I've known for years, and I'm going to make new ones, people that I've not met yet, that are just usernames in comments, that I'm going to see for the first time, meet for the first time, and make friends with, and be friends with, have your phone number, hang out, stop by your house on my way home from a trip sometime. You know what I mean? Like, that's going to happen. And that's really, really cool. And that's really why we do it. It's for all of you that we make these videos, right? Some people would say, don't call out the trolls, don't feed the negativity, but I don't see it like that. There's two ways that I look at that, okay? One is, and I feel it's constructive. I don't feel it's a destructive thing. I feel it's constructive. Some people say, you alienate viewers. I don't think so. I think there's two reasons why you should do it. One is, there might be people, and I believe this is true, because I try to see the positive in people. I believe that people say things because they've just been told that, and that's just the company line. Um, top wrapping is better. Tone wood means everything. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Like, it could be right, it could be true, it could be false. It doesn't matter. It could be true, actually. It could be false. It could be a mixture. There could be something nuanced about it. Like tone wood. There's more to it than just true or false, right? Like, there's a lot of little things about it. Um, you know, um, whether an orange drop capacitor is as good as a paper and oil capacitor, whatever. Like, you could go down all these roads and people just believe it because they just believe it because they've been told it, right? But a good-hearted person, when presented with, uh, when called out, basically, hey, just FYI, um, that's not true, and here's why. A good-hearted person will go, oh, dang, okay, you know what? I learned a new thing today. So call them out. Sometimes they're not a troll. Sometimes they've just been told a thing and believe a thing because they've been told a thing, right? And they just say it because everybody else says it, but actually in their heart they're a good person, and once they've been presented with a true thing, then they change, right? Like, and I don't want to change people, but I have hope for that. I have hope for those people. So that's one of the reasons why I do it. The other reason why I do it is when you see inaccuracy in the comment section. Somebody last week said something and it was just wrong. Technically just wrong. I don't want other people to glom onto that and then believe that is true. So I'll call it out. I'll be like, FYI, this is wrong information and here's why. And I only do it if I know for sure. Like, I'm not going to just tell people they're wrong just to tell people they're wrong. Because this stuff's pretty easy to verify. Like, scientifically, technically, guitars are pretty easy, actually. It's just a lot of knowledge that a lot of people haven't taken the time to go and find. It's not that big a deal. I'm not smarter than anybody. I just spend a lot of time looking at it. That's all it is. All we do here is compile good information and give it to you. It's not that I'm smarter than you. It's that I just have an encyclopedia of information that I've compiled, and I'm just sharing it with you little by little over time. That's all it really is. And then the third reason, and I think this is where people get kind of confused, is I look at it like this. I want to be friends with all of you. I eventually, and I know this is impossible, would love to be friends with all of you. So if there's somebody in the comments section, and the way I look at this is the people that are cool, I mean, don't ever come to my house uninvited. I will call the cops on you, okay? Do not ever do that. Don't ever do that to anybody online, ever. Don't ever come to their house uninvited, ever. I will call the police on you. That's not cool. But in spirit, if you are a friend of mine, if we've made friends over the internet, I say that sometimes, right? Like, come on over, let's play guitar, right? In spirit, I feel that way, that I am bringing you into my home every day. This is my house. Here, you see this. This is my house. So I'm inviting you into my house every day. None of us would invite someone over for dinner and that person start throwing food and cussing and being angry and telling you how stupid you are and et cetera, and carrying on without you saying something about it. You would probably uninvite them. You may ask them to leave. You may uninvite them. You may totally kick them out. You might call the cops on them. You might, who knows? Who knows? But the bottom line is, you don't hate that person. But you don't want that crap in your house. You just don't want that crap in your house. And why? One, because you don't like that kind of person, number one. And two, you have other guests and you don't want that person to affect in a negative way the experience of the other guests. You're doing it for everybody else, right? So you don't ignore that. You call that out. Everybody else deserves to enjoy dinner. So that's why I do it. we all deserve to enjoy our guitar stuff. And if there's an idiot in the comments who is I don't understand the mentality of someone who tries to steal the fun from somebody else. I don't get it. It's a weird way to live. I don't understand why you do it if you're the person who does it. You know, betterhelp.com/DylanTalksTone. We have an affiliate link. Get some help, dude. And I'm genuinely serious about that. Like it's weird. It's a weird way to live. Um, I'm gonna keep saying this over and over and over, that when you cut things off, whether it's a kind of guitar, a style of guitar, or whatever, you're cutting a percentage of potential fun, potential friends, potential everything out of your life. Why would you do that? I don't understand it. So we don't want that type of mentality to affect the rest of the group, who is awesome, who is most of you. And this is who I'm talking to today, is all of you. That's why I do it. I think it's so awesome. You know, I've been on YouTube for 13 years. I was in television. I've been in television. I've been in the dirt bike industry. I wrote magazine articles, and actually, my business partner wrote the response column at the back of the dirt bike magazine. So he actually got to respond to some of our like user mail and stuff. So I've been dealing with the customer and the general public and being in front of people for probably 25 years. And so it's not about, I don't get offended, right? Like I don't know. In order to, like, people talk about, what do they say in the comments all the time? They're like, I don't know, like I'm easily triggered or whatever. No, the response to you is calling you out. I don't care. You know, it doesn't, I'm not easily affected by people that I don't know. You know, now if you're a really good friend and you text me and say, bro, that was out of line, I'm like, yeah, you're probably right. You know what I mean? That's different because you know that person, and you know, but it's about protecting the community and the conversation. And if the loudest, angriest, dumbest, most annoying people win all the time in that respect, and they drive the conversation, then nobody learns anything, nobody makes any friends, and the community gets worse. So that's why I do it. You guys, though, and the reason I really brought this up today, y'all are awesome. This is so fun. And I think going to Colorado next week is what's got me thinking about it, because I get to meet a bunch of people in person. We get to actually take this thing from usernames. And I actually said it in a live stream the other night. Like, you're going to have to come up to me and tell me like what your username on YouTube is so that I can make the connection, because, you know, it's going to, I don't know, it's going to be so fun. I'm really excited about it. So come out and see us out to Denver, the Great American Guitar Build-Off and Guitar Expo in Denver. You can go to texastoastguitars.com and learn. I think it's greatamericanguitarbuildoff.com too, and you can learn all about it. It's going to be a 3 or 4 day event over there. I think from the 9th to the 12th, we're going to be over there. So me and Brianna. So it's going to be super fun. Yeah, I'm really, really excited about it. And again, y'all are awesome. I don't know why I got up thinking about this morning, but I was just like, y'all are awesome. And I'm like so stoked to do this. And you make this fun, and you actually make the other channel fun too. So thanks for hanging out. See you tomorrow.